Becky Cobb and I'm 27 and I had a stroke when I was 21.
My name's Simon Cummins. I'm 30 now. When I had a stroke I was 17.
I never thought I would suffer from a stroke at the age that I was. I think when it happened, the first thing I said was that I didn't know what it meant, so it was quite a surprise when at 21 I woke up in hospital to be told that I'd had a stroke. But what I found more recently is that a lot of young people do have strokes and it's not an uncommon thing anymore, really.
Stroke is something which I think not enough people know about, especially young people. And at the age that I was, 17, it wasn't really anything that I thought much about.
The lasting effects that I have from my stroke are mostly paralysis in my left hand and my left ankle. So I have something called spasticity. I had a small hole in my heart that let the blood clot go through to the wrong side of my brain. Well, it shouldn't go to your brain anyway, but it went through and hit my brain basically, rather than going around my body and potentially being broken up.
A stroke affected me in the way that it was more cognitive rather than physical. Sometimes it feels like you don't have your own voice. I think when I was younger, or when I first knew about stroke, and I guess that was when I'd actually had one, I didn't know anybody my age at the time who had actually had a stroke. So I felt quite alone and on my own.
I think that it's really important for young people to know the signs of a stroke because people think that you're not having one because you're young. People still associate strokes with old people, but they can happen to babies, they can happen to toddlers, they can happen to teenagers, people of all working ages. So it's not just 65 plus who have strokes, and I think there's a bit of a stereotype that that is the case, and it really isn't.